Hey everyone, this is our release sprint video for the product marketing team for June 30th. Wow, it's already the end of June. I want to hand it off to Nathan to get things rolling and we can kind of go from there.
Oh, I was not prepared for this. Okay, I have one thing to demo and then I can just talk about the other things. Share screen. I'll do the whole desktop. Hopefully everyone can see this okay. So the thing that I've been working on that has been, I don't want to say killing me for the last little bit, has been the side nav. It's just complicated because it's like an infinite tree that who knows how many nodes, and then it opens and closes. So I'll show you. I set the threshold. So you'll see at the top, like underneath the navigation is where the threshold is for it to jump to the next section. So you'll see now it goes to trials, standard, and then you'll see when we go to a new subcategory. So if I go back up to like contact support, it switches. So then these all hide and then its children now appear. So it's been a lot of fun. I just have to do a bit of tweaks on mobile and then just some visual stuff, but it should hopefully get into, probably not today, but maybe tomorrow or Monday. So this has been fun. But yeah, Tina, it looks really good. The designs for it were awesome. And the Figma, I guess Figma does something similar. And so using that as a reference has been super helpful. And then aside from that, just been minor bug stuff, like small one pointers. Yeah, I don't really have much to iterate on those, just kind of broken links, fix spacings and stuff like that. I'm just gonna pick someone. So Mateo, you're up next.
Okay, I also have something to show, so let me share my screen. Um, so big thing for this iteration was migrating 3 of the category leadership pages, which were the microservices, DevSecOps, and GitOps. And other than that, a bunch of smaller bugs and from some 404s and these small bugs on styling for some components. And yep, that's it for me. So I will pick next Javi.
Thank you, Mateo. Iteration iterated on running a live A/B test in Launch Darkly. Pushed it. We have some bugs with in terms of how we collect metrics with them. So there is this issue that I assigned for myself for next iteration that we can iterate on for conversions and unique visitors being like jumbled up in our process. It looks like this is like before in our www repository, we used to set click events in Launch Darkly, and it looks like reaching out to support back and forth with them, setting up experiment allocation rules as well, which is a new feature that is no longer supported in the older versions of the SDK, and I had to update the SDK to resolve that. Essentially, we have to set custom events for anything that routes to a new URL. So anytime we're in Launch Darkly and we redirect to a different part of the site, we have to use a custom event instead of the click events that we've been using before. I don't know if this change happened while they've been iterating on their SDK itself, but that's what we've come to the conclusion that that's the issue with. So moving back and forth with that, I added the side navigation to both the enterprise and small business page. Right now that's open in an MR because those were initially supposed to go out with those pages as well. I'm going to do the same with all of the solution features pages and then iterate on the styles with Tina, because I think there's some styling that based on like how the spec is, I feel like there's opportunities to improve that. So I wanted to sync up with you a little bit on that before pushing that live. And then I have the animation for both the tertiary and ghost buttons. And other than that, that's it. I'll pass it over to Mark.
So I worked on more blog post template updates. The major design updates are ready. I have some MRs in place for that, but there's still some ongoing discussions about some changes and features that we still want to add. So that's bound to continue on the next sprint. I also worked on updating the images for the features page. We wanted to change the images for images that actually were the size that we were using to decrease the size of the site. I also started working on the features refresh update, but that's also gonna roll into the next sprint because yeah, I was kind of occupied with the blog post template. And yep, that's it for me. I think next, Tina.
Yeah, I think that leaves me. I have nothing visual to show for this release. A few notable things that I did manage to do is I completed most of the stakeholder interviews for the features landing page redesign, or I should say future iterations. And I did start working on some designs from some insights that I gathered from those interviews. I also started to put together a list of pages for the features section of this new site IA so that we can hopefully complete that project soon. And I also help with some image optimization and reviewed some category leadership MRs. That's it. And I think that's it for this team.
Yeah, sounds good. Anything else before I end the recording?
I was just gonna say, like, before we record, like, in the next couple of weeks, we'll probably have like a team meeting so we can discuss like the OKRs and where our goals are gonna be looking at, and we'll also have like planning sessions on how we want to achieve these goals. So be thinking about, like, I know everyone's saying like the OKR doc that Michael's passed around, but we'll have a follow up with that and kind of work through that for this next quarter.
Awesome.